However, it's possible this is all the work of a certain other person. What are you saying? What I am saying is, it's possible a different person is the killer's real client. The real client. Indeed. Yes. Tisk tisk. Is this all you have? Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your theory. Who do you say is the real client of the killer, and therefore the real murderer? Sorry to do this again. Adrian Andrews? Yes, we already know that she tried to frame Matt on guard for the crime. By wearing a spare nickel samurai costume. Then the nickel samurai's arm that I saw, that could have very well been Miss Andrews. But what about Mr. Ongard? If you'd please recall yesterday's testimony, the defendant was taking a nap during the break period. That's right! Then, finding this figure at Mr. Ongard's mansion, it was a well-laid trap set by Miss Andrews. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion on this? I can't even begin to count the flaws in the defense's logic. Besides which, there is no evidence to support it. However, I can't fully discount its possibility either. What is with this trial? Come on, anyone can tell Ongard did it. I can't believe the defense would go so far as to pin the guilt onto someone else. Yeah, unbelievable. It's not something petty, it's murder of all things. This is to save Maya. This is to save Maya. Even if the whole world turns against me, this is one fight I can't give up on. Oh god. Order, order, order. All disruptive parties will be forced to leave the courtroom. Your Honor? For the benefit of the defense, I'm willing to play along with his what-if game. His what-if game, Mr. Edgeworth? The prosecution is prepared to challenge the defense's theory. Mr. Wright, even you must have thought it strange and wondered, why would the criminal want this little wooden bear? He's right. The killer did specially bring that bear to Ongard right away. Why do you ask? Is there something special about it? Absolutely. And I'm sure that once the court knows its significance, the true killer's identity will become crystal clear. Your Honor, the prosecution calls upon a witness who will clear all doubts against Miss Andrews. And who would that be? It's quite simple, Your Honor. Miss Adrian Andrews herself. Ha, damn. I see. Well then, the court will take a short 10-minute recess. The prosecution will prepare its witness in that time. Yes, Your Honor. Whew, boy, Jesus Christ. This is crazy. Oh god. Oh, I knew it was a good idea to hold her hostage. Don't you agree, Mr. Lawyer? But I never thought in your desperation you tried to pin the guilt onto Adrian. I swear this demon will pay. Mr. Nick. Pearls? Where's Mia? I don't know. A really strong power suddenly called her away. A really strong power? Whoa. Oh, Mr. Nick, your phone is... It's from Gumshoe. How's it going? Have you been hanging in there, pal? Yeah, sort of. We just barely found something to latch onto. Phew, that's good. That's good, pal. And what about you? Anything yet? Have you figured out where the killer and Maya are? We still don't have any leads, but... What? We don't have any more time. We just had one. Even a single clue would be really helpful. I was only able to come this far because I kept thinking to myself, I've got to keep the trial going until Maya's been rescued. But have I just run out of luck this time? Is all our hope for naught? A tent. Huh? A tent? I could see a circus tent. Whoa. But Mia. It looks like Maya was unconscious until just a few minutes ago. As soon as she woke up, she called for me. So it was Maya that called you away. She's locked in a dusty little room right now. But I could see a circus tent outside the window about 300 feet away. Gumshoe, is there a circus in town right now? There's only one, pal. The very big circus. Maya is somewhere within a 300 feet radius of the main tent. What? Okay, hold on a sec, pal. Hey, draw a circle on that map, about a 300 feet radius from the main tent. Hurry. And... I can see a mailbox under the window. Gumshoe, there's also a mailbox. Okay, what else? What else, Mia? I'm sorry, but it was a very small window. I couldn't see anything else. It felt like it was in an old office building, maybe the 3rd floor or so. I heard her, an old office building. Good stuff, pal. Okay, just hang in there, just a little longer, pal. Wish us luck. Good luck. I'll call you later. So don't let your battery die, okay, pal? Oh man, this is an awesome trial. Mia, Maya's not hurt, right? She's in a pretty bad state, Phoenix. She's being starved. Gumshoe, please hurry. Looks like we're out of time. Are you alright, Phoenix? It's only a matter of time before Maya's rescued. I can do this. We just have to make this trial last a little longer. Oh my god, I love this. I really do. This trial is incredible. Call now reconvene. The killer, the man who murdered the victim, handed this to his client. From this, one obvious question arises. Why this particular item? I believe the answer to that question will provide us with the name of the real criminal. Now then, the prosecution calls the defendant's manager, Adrian Andrews, to the stand. Again. Currently, the witness is accused of tampering and obstruction of justice. However, you have been called to the witness stand today to ascertain who exactly is guilty of murder. I understand. Very good. Now, have you ever seen this bear before, Miss Andrews? Of course I have. You have seen it before? That's right. It's only natural that the witness has. Miss Andrews, could you please enlighten the court to this bear's secrets? Alright. Why? Why does she... know? The bear figurine. Actually, this is an elaborate puzzle. If you know the correct order, it can be taken apart one piece at a time. At its center is a small cavity with just enough room to store a small item. Because of its complexity, if you don't know the order, you can't open the bear. You really can't tell that it's a small jewelry box just by looking at it. Oh my god, why are there so many things that are like fashioned as something, but they're something else entirely? So this figurine, it's a container of sorts, is it? Yes, looks can be deceiving, wouldn't you agree? Yes, this is superb craftsmanship. Oh yes, I nearly forgot. You may begin your cross-examination, defense. Oh, Mr. Wright. Looks like there really was something to that bear after all. Maybe that's why he wanted it? I can't understand why that would be, though. So, okay. A puzzle? That's right. But it looks like an ordinary figurine. True enough. To people who don't know, I'm sure they would never guess that this was a puzzle. So what kind of puzzle is this exactly? I'm just pressing everything. So you can take it apart? Oh, pardon me. And how would one go about doing that? Well, you first turn its tail to the right and then push it in. Oh yes, I see. After that, the arms and legs are free to move and can be removed. Oh god. Ooh, this is most interesting. A boy and his new toy. It's like he's 5 all over again. Oh, don't mind me. Go ahead and carry on. I think he's lost it. So what do you find after you take the puzzle apart? I haven't actually tried this in a while. Hold it. Ah, hold it. Yeah, sod it. I like trying to do that, but it's very iffy. And how do you know about this? I know because I was the one who bought it. Huh? It was a souvenir from... Wait, really? From when a friend and I went to Switzerland. Then this was a present from you. That's right. It was a puzzle in the shape of a bear, so I thought it would be perfect for Juan. Wait. So it was a present from Miss Andrews. Witness, let's continue with your testimony. One thing I just realised is she said Juan. not met. That would make sense why that was in his room, though. Never mind. So, who exactly knew how to solve this puzzle? Only the two of us, one and myself. It was a souvenir from Switzerland. So I doubt there are that many people with the same bear in this country. But this looks like it can be easily broken, especially if someone wanted to get what was inside. Well, it's a toy, but it can never be the same again once it's broken. You really can't tell that it's a small jewelry box just by looking at it. So who else knows that this bear is actually a small container, or jewelry box? I never told anyone. And as long as one never told anyone either, then only the two of us knew. Two of you, huh? And of course that means Mr. Ongard didn't know, right? I think this is about all I'm gonna get for now. Oh, it was updated. Nice! Nice, nice. Well, Mr. Wright, I think even you have come to realise that there is one very important fact we have uncovered, and that is this. This bear is actually a jewelry box. Now that we have agreed to this point, there's only one logical question that can come next, and that is this. What is inside this box? What's inside? That's right. That's what we are going to find out next. Witness? Yes? You are the only one who can open this. Please. There's a painful silence hanging over the courtroom. All eyes are on Miss Andrews now as she solves the puzzle and takes the bear apart. Oh, I've opened it. Is this what you wanted? What is that? It looks like a note. Oh. I don't think we need to guess at what this is, or at what that is, do we, Mr. Wright? It's the suicide note. The suicide note? The suicide note left by Wonka Reader's former manager, Celeste Impax. Until now, no one knew of its whereabouts, but just as we suspected, it was hidden. Hidden by the victim, Wonka Reader himself. It seems Celeste Impax had very beautiful handwriting. And she just as beautifully signed her own name on this document. This is most definitely the note she left right before she committed suicide. Oh no. Order! Witness, did you know about this? Yes, I did. I heard all about it from Juan. When I discovered his body, I looked for the bear. I wanted to destroy the note before it became public. But I couldn't find it anywhere, because it had already been taken by the killer. Everything is going at Mr. Edgeworth's pace. So now that the suicide note has been found, what's the next logical question? What is written on the note? That's right. At least, that's what I would think. Now then, I believe it is only appropriate the contents of this note be made known. I can't stop you, can I? I went through so much, just to get my hands on it. And I was going to burn it, for her sake. I'm deeply sorry, but I can't allow you to persuade me to stop. Your Honor, if you could please read the contents of this note aloud. Very well. The judge's voice rang loud and clear through the dead silent courtroom. In her note, Celeste Impax left us a record of all that had happened to her. About being used and then thrown away by Ongard, about being engaged to Karida and Ongard's role in destroying that, and about how she decided in her despair to end it all. Oh. And that's all Miss Impax had to say. There is one thing I would like to say here. The prosecution has no interest in slandering Mr. Ongard. Then, what? Our intention, Your Honor, is to establish a motive for murder. Isn't that correct, witness? Yes. On the night of the murder, Juan was going to make the contents of the note public. After the post-ceremony show, he was going to hold a press conference. My word. Matt Ongard values, above all else, his refreshing like a spring breeze image, which is why he had to stop this note from being made public. At any cost. Ah. So it's added to the court record. Oh my god. And this time he even went so far as to kill someone to stop him from revealing that. How terrible. What a selfish person. I guess there are slimeball lawyers out there who will defend these creeps too. Oh great. They're turning against us. There is no margin for doubt here. Mr. De Killer's client's goal was to obtain this suicide note. The only person who needed this note that badly is the defendant. Let's not forget that the bear with the note inside was found at the defendant's house. Oh! It seems that we have come to the truth at last. The defendant's motives were entirely selfish. He deserves no sympathy from anyone. How am I supposed to escape from this one? Why the hesitation, Phoenix? Gumshoe hasn't called yet, so you know what you must do. I know, I have to carry on and buy him some more time. Okay, there are 2 deadly pieces of evidence. The figurine and the suicide note. Maybe somehow I can find a way out of this situation through one of those. The gavel is already in the judge's hands, Phoenix. Our judge's hand. Phoenix, hurry. The suicide note or the figurine? Which one of these should I pursue? Oh god. Does it matter? I have no idea. I don't think it matters. I really don't. Suicide note, I guess. Please wait, Your Honor. It's just God roaring out. Oh man, look at that lawyer. He's still going at it. It's like he doesn't care that he's trying to get a killer off the hook. I think Your Honor believes that Matt Engard killed in order to obtain this note. Yes, that is correct. But that seems a little strange. In fact, I think there is a contradiction here. This note was hidden by Mr. Corrida until the night of the murder. If that is the case, I say that Matt Engard could not have known what was written on this note. Oh, I didn't think of it that way. Exactly, but I did think of it that way, and I thought it was rather strange. No one in their right mind would kill for a note without first knowing what it said. True. Order, order, order. You make a valid point, Mr. Wright. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion? It was just a flash, but I think I did rather well on this one. Unfortunately, I think he believes differently. I believe a show of appreciation is in order. Huh? The defense seems to be in love with wishing more despair upon itself. I would like to direct the court's attention to this. What is that? It is a very small video camera, Your Honor. This type of camera is commonly used as a means of spying. Spying? What the? I thought that spy camera was in my possession. Matt Engard and the victim both thought of the other as their biggest rival. They even went so far as to use this type of item to find each other's weaknesses. And the victim Juan Corrida was being spied on. His personal life was being watched by none other than Matt Engard. Order, order. Ahem. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? You don't tell me you knew about your client's spying activities. Well, sort of. Sort of is not an acceptable answer, Mr. Wright. I see you were confused, Mr. Wright. You're probably thinking, but I have the camera that was in the stuffed bear's eye. But this camera that I have is not the same one. Last night I searched the victim's house on a hunch. Using this. Gumshoe Spokesweeper. By the way, Mr. Wright, the defendant's fingerprints were found on this camera. Matt Engard's fingerprints were on there? Well, Phoenix, looks like those cameras were hidden all over the place, huh? What am I supposed to say to that evidence? I think this is the end. It's fairly obvious that Mr. Engard learned of the suicide note through this. He was watching the victim all along. He got me good this time. I don't have anything to counter that. Hey, hey. Now what's that lawyer thinking? Mummy, is that man... Oh my god. Shh, stop, don't look at him. The way he's sweating is just so... Ew, nasty. Phoenix. Yes, Chief? Have you figured out what you're gonna do next yet? What I'm gonna do next? Does running away like a frightened child work? I know it seems like Mr. Edgeworth is very close to putting the lid on this case, but in his eagerness to prove his point, he forgot one very important thing. Well, what is it, Mia? There's a piece of evidence that he really should investigate. Something he should investigate. I would really hate to see the good prosecutor get scolded for not remembering to look into the item when he had the chance. Why are you speaking in riddles all of a sudden? Obviously to not give it away plainly. Right, I think this time we finally understand everything. Well, Mr. Wright, you don't have any further objections, do you? What is this piece of evidence that Mia is talking about? Can I figure out what it is that still needs to be looked at, or should I let it go? Present evidence. I have an objection, Your Honor. But of course you do! That was about the weakest objection I've ever heard, Mr. Wright. Hey! Your Honor, the defense has no intentions of letting this go so easily. You're beginning to sound desperate. That's just your imagination, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth, this is not like you at all. In your eagerness to prove your point, you've forgotten one very important thing. Hey, isn't that what I just said? So you're telling me that I forgot something? You're so close, Mr. Edgeworth. Well, there's something you really should examine about this piece of evidence. I'm honestly thinking it's the suicide note. What's so important about it? Found inside the figurine, it tells of Onguard's horrible misdeeds. That is Miss Impact's suicide note, right? Who knows? Oh, right, I know what we're going for. Yes, he didn't check whether it was actually written by Celeste Impacts. I mean, sure, this suicide note was found inside this bear, but this bear was in my possession until a few moments ago. Which means the handwriting on the suicide note has yet to be analysed. Oh, so, as to whether this pivotal piece of evidence was really written by Miss Impact or not, has yet to be even remotely confirmed. My god. Mr. Wright, you can't seriously be suggesting... Mr. Wright, are you saying the suicide note is a fake? Miss Andrews, you were the one who tried to pin this murder on Mr. Onguard. Who's to say you didn't create a fake suicide note and put it into this bear? How dare you? Your Honor, the defense is indiscriminately accusing the witness again. There is no evidence linking the witness to the suicide note whatsoever. But if this is a fake, then the witness is the only person who could have made it. What? Recall the witness's testimony concerning this figurine. The only person other than the victim who could solve the puzzle is the witness herself. Oh, we broke her glasses again! Miss Andrews, you wrote this note, didn't you? You wrote it so you could use it to frame Matt Onguard. I did no such thing. Oh, damn. Right, if you're going to pronounce this suicide note a fake, then show this court some evidence to support your theory. Oh my god, we really are going back and forth. Mr. Edgeworth, you were the one who presented this scrap of paper as evidence. That means the burden of proof lies with you, the prosecution. Oh! Ha ha ha! That's enough. Mr. Edgeworth, can you confirm the handwriting on the suicide note? Yes, as the defense has stated, the handwriting has yet to be analysed. If that's the case, it seems that yet again we have reached a point where a verdict is impossible. That's impossible! This isn't good, Phoenix. The judge is going to carry this trial over one more day? I don't think Maya will physically be able to make it another day. I want to have to do this, but I don't have a choice. I request that both the prosecution and defense further investigate. Handwriting analysis my butt. That's just the lawyer trying to buy more time. Onguard is guilty. Look, any idiot can tell you that. I think we've reached the end of the line. Guilty! Guilty! Jesus. The chanting. Whew! Oh! My phone! What is that sound? It's Gumshoe! Hello, Gumshoe? What is with him? And what's with that sigh? Where's Maya? What happened to the killer? He got away. What? I'm sorry, pal. I really am. I don't know what to say. Besides, I'm sorry. I wish there was some way to make it up to you. I really do. Anyway, what's going on? We found his hideout, pal. But the two of them were already gone. This is terrible. I'm gonna keep looking for them, pal. Don't you worry. I just need a little more time. But don't tell me we don't have any more. Yeah, we don't. We're out of time! You're really going crazy. Do you hear that? They're calling for his head. Mr. Wright, I can't... For us to come this far and... Oh! What is it? Let me talk to Mr. Edgeworth. I can't do that. Mr. Wright, would you please get a hold of yourself? Yes, Your Honor. I'm about to end today's proceedings. You may take your phone calls after. Hold on, Your Honor. Edgeworth, catch! Oh my god, how corny that looked. That was probably the dumbest effect ever. Mr. Edgeworth. Please, you've got to buy us some more time. Court is in session. I'm sorry, Your Honor. You were saying? Mr. Wright, this is a court of law. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but... Oh my god, that was great. I'm reluctant to do this, however, it appears that I have no choice but to suspend proceedings until tomorrow. This time I really can't do anything. Court is now adjourned for the day. I still can't get over that effect. Objection! Oh my... I was kidding! Because that usually happens on big moments. Please wait, Your Honor. Edgeworth? What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? I humbly request another 30 minutes of Your Honour's time. For what purpose? We can perform the necessary tests on this piece of evidence in that time. But can you really obtain your results in 30 minutes? I believe we can, Your Honour. But wouldn't it be better if we adjourn for today and then reconvene tomorrow? 30 minutes. Please, Your Honour. That's all I am asking for. Please, Your Honour. Very well. Oh my god. At the prosecution's request, this court will now take a 30-minute recess. Please be advised that I will not allow another recess today. I'm not sure if this is helping, or hurting us. The court will now take its final recess of the day. Woo! My god. Right, well, what's going on with Maya's situation? The killer. It looks like he got away again. 30 minutes. We can't find her in that time. Oh my god, we're getting called again! Jesus! Report. Is that Miss Edgeworth? We don't have time, just spit it out. Right. It looks like we just missed them, sir. But the killer left a few things behind by accident in his rush to get away. A few things? Can we use any of them as evidence? Ho ho ho! I thought you'd ask, pal. I've got the things he left with me right now and I'm on my way over. Really? That's odd. Any items like that are usually sent to the crime lab first. We don't have time to wait for those guys, sir. When those guys weren't looking, I swiped the stuff and ran. What? Well, I'm not a detective anymore, so I had to. I'm really sorry, sir, but I've got to put the law on hold for now. Sounds bad. Hope he doesn't get in too much trouble over this. With my hunk of junk car, I'd say I'll be there in about 20 minutes, sir. Don't worry, I'll be there. Wait for me. Alright. Just get here in one piece. I'm on a mission and no one can stop me now, sir. No one. I'm pulling out all the stops and running every red light. Oh no. Items left by the murderer, huh? Maybe there's something among them that will be decisive enough to end this. Oh no. Did we just hear him crash? Hey, what's wrong, Detective Gumshoe? Answer me! No one can stop... Oh no! What happened? It sounded like he had an accident. I'm guessing his cell phone broke as well. What was he thinking? We've got to hurry and call for help. But we have no idea where he is. His cell phone is broken. And he wasn't driving a patrol car, so no radio either. Also, if we don't get to those items before they do, the police will take possessions off them. No, we can't let that happen.